Welcome back to another video. It's me, Emily, and today we are going over some different ways that I get and stay productive while in college. I haven't done a sit-down video in a while, so I'm just happy to just chat with y'all today. Like I said, today we're going to be going over different productivity tips and advice that I have and just the way that I do things. And I just want to preface the whole video with a little disclaimer. These are just the things that I do to get productive that work for me. So feel free to take everything with a grain of salt, take it or leave it, and maybe test things out and see if they work for you too. But for college and the way college is set up and the way online school is set up, this is what I found is the most effective for me to not get really overwhelmed and just like want to drop out of college completely. Don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe down below to my channel for more Christian and college content. With that said, I have 5 ways that I get productive. Let's get into the ways that we conjure up the motivation to start something. I think that sometimes it's really hard for me because I am like, so are many people, I am like a major procrastination, anxiety kind of person. So it's not like I'm just putting it off because I'm gonna do it later. It's like I really don't want to do that. That homework stresses me out, it gives me anxiety. I don't want to deal with it. Nobody naturally wants to put themselves through something that's really difficult or challenging or stressful. So naturally, as human beings, we avoid that task until the very last minute when we realize that the grade is more important than how we're feeling. A lot of times this is how I feel, and when I feel like this, the first thing that I like to do are do different things to decompress or get myself in order, get my life together. One of the things that I do, and I actually did this yesterday when I'm feeling really stressed out. I was feeling stressed out particularly about pre-calc, and I don't know if you guys like know the situation. I might explain it in another video, but I had to retake a few classes that I failed last semester because I just wasn't in tune to the whole online thing when it was new. So I failed classes last semester and I'm having to retake them, and pre-calc is one of them. And pre-calc has never ever been good for me. Math is not my subject. I hate it times 1,000. When I got home, instead of crying and avoiding it completely, I decided to clean the entire apartment. One of the things that I do when I'm feeling stressed out about a task or sitting down to get things done is I will start by getting something done that involves less brain power. I don't know about you guys, but cleaning and just like sweeping, mopping, dusting things down, putting things where they should be, it really helped. I'm sorry, the heater is broken and it just like clicks a lot, and it's doing that right now, which is really annoying. But I will take the time to clean, whether it's my room or the entire apartment, and it just really helps me kind of focus my mind on a mindless thing. Once you get productive in one area, it's so much easier to be productive in another area, and cleaning doesn't really take any skill. It's just, there's no math. I don't have to do 2 + 2 or the square root of 3/5 or imaginary numbers. Cleaning really helps me get in that mindset of like, okay, we're getting things done. It is so much easier for me to work and study in a clean environment. Similar to cleaning is the second thing that I do, and what I like to do is I like to organize. This just has to do with like the physical things that have to do with school. So like my books or my book bag or my desk, it's just kind of arranging those things and like outlining, okay, this is my math stuff that I'm gonna do now, this is my psych stuff that I'm gonna do later, and it's just kind of getting those things in order, figuring out which pens you're gonna use to take your notes, to fill out your study guide, printing out the things that you need, and it's just kind of getting your whole life in order before you sit down to do stuff, because there's nothing more annoying than like finally sitting down to do your homework and then you realize, oh, I left this in my book bag, or I had to print this out, or I didn't go over this. I think getting Organized physically helps you get organized mentally, which puts you in the right headspace to complete assignments or watch lectures, whatever the task at hand may be. Number 3 is listing. So what I really like to do, and you guys have seen in my morning routine and any of my weekly vlogs or daily vlogs, I use that planner right over there on my desk, and it really helps me get my life in order. I didn't do one today because I didn't have anything to do today, just an exam. There are 3 slots for what you have to do today, and then there's a long list right here of all the other things that you have to do. So on October 8th, I don't even know what day that was, I had an abnormal psych exam. I had to turn in an assignment for my American Studies class, and I had to go to the gym. So those are the 3 non-negotiable things that I had to do. And then I have the other to-dos. These are things that I have to do, but I don't necessarily, like, it's okay if I miss them and push them off to tomorrow. So for example, laundry, doing a voiceover for a video, or reading a book that I've been wanting to read. So those are things that I do want to do, but I can always push off to the next day, and they're not nearly as urgent as an exam that closes at 11:59. It's just really great to get your thoughts in order, because when your thoughts are all jumbled up in your head, there is no room for productivity. It just kind of feels like you're really stressed out, you're really frustrated. But once you get everything out on paper, it never really seems as much as it does when it's in your head. Like, I will feel like, oh my goodness, I have so much to do today, and I'm so busy, and I don't know how to get started. But then I write it out on paper, and it's just like, oh, I have 4 things to do, and 1 thing can wait till tomorrow. You know what I mean? The 4th way that I get productive is that I get comfy and not sleepy. So you guys will see, one of the things that I am really prone to doing is just getting so tired while studying that I just give up and go to sleep or take a nap, or I just get so fatigued that I just don't even want to try anymore. So before I even sit down to do an assignment or do an exam, I make sure that I am comfortable but not setting myself up to fall asleep. A lot of people put a bad rap, like, oh, don't be comfortable when you're studying, you gotta sit in like this rock hard chair and sit up straight and sit at a desk. And personally for me, I just can't, like, that like stresses me out. I don't like sitting up in a rock hard chair that makes my butt hurt, and then I just get like really antsy and squirmy, and I just can't focus. I like to sit in a padded chair, something that's comfortable for me, or I'll put like a pillow on this chair and I'll sit on it. And I'll make sure that I'm wearing something really comfortable and cozy, but I'm not gonna like lay in my bed and like lay on my back and type on my computer like that, because that's just setting me up for failure. But I will make myself comfortable, because the more comfortable I am, it makes me comfortable with what I'm doing or what I'm about to do. I would never sit down to study in like jeans and like a really nice shirt. Even like this outfit that I have on right now, I would never study in this because I simply can't focus. But I'll put on leggings, I'll put on sweatpants. There's a fine line between comfy and sleepy, so you just kind of have to draw the line where you know that you are. I don't think that made sense, but you know what I'm saying. Number 5, this also has to do with like where you're studying in your study space, is to create an atmosphere. So this may sound kind of silly, but this is what, like, one of the most important things is before I sit down to study, like I said, I clean, organize, list out what I need to do, and get myself comfortable. But at the end of the day, the space that you're studying in is gonna be like one of the biggest factors of like how long you're studying or how long you're gonna be productive. I like to turn on my lights that I have around here, light a candle, make sure that I have a lot of desk room. I love having desk room. I love spreading everything out. And I just like to make it like a comfortable space. I definitely think that helps me a lot. Like last night I was studying and I had my candles lit, the window was open, I had my blanket, and I had like a little desk with enough space, and it was just like, yeah, what I'm doing right now is really stressful in theory, but right now I don't feel stressed out. My body's not stressed out, so my mind is going to follow suit, I hope. Okay, so yeah, that's everything for getting productive. Hi friends, I decided to split this video up into 2 parts, otherwise it would have been way too long. Keep an eye out for part 2 of my productivity habits, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out, and hit the like button in the meantime. I love you all, but God loves you more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!